Columbus Motor Speedway. I'm Nate Pennington. Thank you for buying this Penstroke Productions at the track videotape. In a moment, over to my buddy Jeff Knuckles for the call of preliminary races here tonight, NASCAR Winston Racing Series plus the Legends cars. And I will have the call of the races that have the TBS Motorsports in-car camera and Don Black, the 00 car and the Legends cars. And right now, I'm going to turn it over to my buddy Jeff Knuckles and Bob Neubauer over in the tower for the call of the preliminary races.
The Legends cars are here tonight. As you can see, they drew for positions earlier, and we're just about ready to get rocking and rolling on Blitz night at the races with the Legends car first heat race. And they're already rolling without introduction. Here they come. And there they go. Mike Sloan in 52. Kind of behind the 8 ball here. Bobby Sage runs second in car 94. Third, I believe that is car 88, Mike Ladman. Ladman in 88 runs third. Currently fourth in car 63, the driver Monty Hampshire. The battle, however, is at the front of the event with Mike Sloan holding the narrow advantage over Bobby Sage in car 94. 8 laps to go, or 8 laps the distance rather, so 2 laps down, 6 remain. A great battle for the lead. And also back there for third, fourth, fifth, and sixth position, Roland Johnson. Dominic Bando back there slugging it out for fifth and sixth spot. Bando sneaking by on that inside group. We're looking for the top 6 finishers to transfer into the feature event. The top 6 cars move on. Still Mike Sloan out front in 52. We're halfway through this 8-lap Legend car heat race. Oh, Bando squeezing inside of car 88. Mike Ladman and Dominic Bando runs third. Look up front. We got Bobby Sage. He's wearing Mike Sloan like a cheap suit down the front stretch. Bando and Roland Johnson, they run third and fourth, trying to haul in your leaders. But, and it was close. Sage nearly inside. And we got a little bumping and banging, a little swap and paint. And Bobby Sage getting the worst of that one. You see that right front tire. He's got a bent tie rod on that car. Tie rod bent on that car. And here come Bando and Johnson. They're in a hurry. Mike Sloan, still your leader. White flag, we got 1 lap remaining. Now Dominic Bando trying to wear out the front bumper on his car. He'll pull in on Sloan holding him off. Here comes Roland Johnson on the top side. This is going to be close. Bando sideways. It's going to be Sloan your winner. Dominic Bando runs second. Roland Johnson third. That's Monty Hampshire fourth. And fifth was the car 88, Mike Ladman. And your final transfer car, Scott Blacker, in car number 19. So those are your top 6 transfer cars from this, the first Legends car heat race. front. Up to third. Now Denny slow. He missed that corner and moving past all the way from fifth starting spot, Brian Sloan. Up to fourth spot, Don Black. He's pressing the issue. Don Black now underneath Mike Denny. Looks like Denny may have a tire malfunctioning or something. That car's just not up to snuff. Car 73. Your leader, however, is up to snuff. That's Tim Allensworth. That's Brian Sloan in 27, holding down the runner-up position. A great battle back there for third. We got Mike Denny and Don Black. For the feature event. Now we got a spin down in turn number 4. Whoa. He rolls down into the infield. He is off the asphalt, and we are continuing with the second heat race. They'll complete lap number 6 this time. 2 to go. Still Mike Denny and Don Black, a tight battle for third position. Down there in turn 4, that is Dick Wood. He is down there in the infield, apparently cannot find the fire. We got 1 lap to go, white flag. Third, give it to Mike Denny. Don Black is 4th. 5th place, Mike Sharp. And in 6th, Brian Chrysler. So those are your transfer cars. In car 77, the second generation pilot out of Coshocton, Ohio, Tim Allensworth. Put your hands together, make some noise for Tim Allensworth. Of course, Tim's dad, Bobby, raced here 3 or 4 years ago for a couple seasons. He ran at that time in both the sportsman and late model division. Tim's papa did. And I'm sure he's a proud papa back in the pit area right now. 8 laps the distance. We're looking at Dave Dicer. He starts first in car number 14. David from Grantville, Ohio. Outside of that row in car 25, we're looking for Virgil Sloan. Bill Southworth in 16 wants to welcome out a couple of special fans from Ross Labs here tonight. And a special welcome to those guys from Ross Labs. Spencer Fullerton, former Ford Midget driver in car 18, starts outside of row 2. Cherry Childers in 17 will start 5th. Then we're looking at Greg Boyd. Next is 23, Tom Hall. Then we got Doug Ronenberg out of Middletown in car 41. And finally on the tail, John Hackett in car number 3. 8 laps. Top 6 move into the feature. That's Dave Dicer holding the point down the backstretch. Bill Southworth and Virgil Sloan battling out. We got a spinner down there in turn 4. Car 47. That was Ronenberg in 47, not 41, as I mentioned. Whoa, and we got Bill Southworth. He almost did some agricultural racing on the front stretch. Hangs on to her. Southworth runs second. Bill had a great run in the feature event here. Last appearance for the Legends cars. I think he was 3rd or 4th. Your leader is still Dicer in car 14. Second is Bill Southworth, and he's closing on your leader. He's going to go wheel to wheel in turn 3. Car 23, Tom Hall, runs 3rd. Halfway, you see the cross flags from starter Jim Paul. Now Greg Boyd up to make it a 4-car battle in car 68. Tom Hall looking to the outside. He slips by Greg Boyd underneath. Now Greg Boyd outside of your leader down the backstretch. Dysart getting a little conservative there. Southworth trying to get underneath. Greg Boyd on the outside. We got us a race. Got 7 cars there in that lead pack too, so somebody's going to be the odd man out when we go to figure out the transfer cars, the top 6. Greg Boyd will lead off of turn number 4, 1 lap to go. Right now it's going to be Buck Sloan, odd man out. We'll see if he can't move up 1 spot. He and Tom Hall battle for that 6th and final transfer spot down the backstretch. Your winner through turn number 4. Give it to Greg Boyd, 2nd to Dysart, 3rd to Southworth, 4th in car 17. That was Terry Childers. 5th was car 18, Spencer Fullerton. And I believe car 23, Tom Hall, was your final transfer car. Tom Hall in car 23. He comes home in 6th spot. So those are your 18. 6 times 3. Carry the 1, minus 2. Yep, that's it. 6 times 3, your 18 cars so far have registered themselves as combatants in the Legends car feature. We will be staging a last chance race in just a little bit to determine the final cars to start in tonight's Legends car feature. Here's your lineup for the Limited Sportsman Trophy Dash. We got your fastest 4 qualifiers. Dave Ritchie Jr. in 17. Alongside from Springfield, 21, Donnie Miller. 08 is next. That's Randy Swart. And on the tail, your fast qualifier tonight, 15.586, Jimmy Kidd. The inversion draw was a number 10. 10 cars will be inverted in the feature event tonight. Cars tiptoe through turns 1 and 2. Trying to test out the surface. The powdered benzoyl rosin put out there to try to improve traction in that outside groove. Dave Ritchie give him the lead on lap number 1, but Donnie Miller out of Springfield has not given up by any stretch of the imagination. He charges back in turn 3. Randy Swart runs 3rd in car 08. We're halfway through this one. Miller just a little sideways down the front stretch, as was Jimmy Kidd. They're still in tight formation. Now Kidd gives up. He is out of it. Car 25 with only 1 lap to go. Dave Ritchie holds the advantage. Dave Ritchie Jr. with 1 previous Trophy Dash victory. Now it looks like the battle's going to be for 2nd. Donnie Miller still trying to do his thing in that outside lane. But your winner, give it to Dave Ritchie Jr. Randy Swart comes home in 2nd. 3rd was Donnie Miller, and Jimmy Kidd rounded out the top 5, the top 4 rather, the only 4 in this, the Limited Sportsman Trophy Dash. Again, Dave Ritchie Jr. in car 17. Sportsman heat race. We got Mike Brown in car number 20, 41 Tom Colley, 44 is Chad Pennington, then 31 Jim Hersey, 45 John Strobel, car number 4 that is Jamie Hunt, Pat Alltop in 37, and 42 Rob Martin. Ragtag start, apparently Strobel not wanting to start up there, and we're going to go green. Three or four of those guys request requesting the tail, so that's why the start looked the way it did. A lot of guys requesting the tail. Your leader, Mike Brown. Tom Colley and Chad Pennington do battle for the runner-up spot. It's Mike Brown showing the way in car number 20. Chad Pennington trying to reel in the veteran Mike Brown. Tom Colley and John Strobel battle for third and fourth spot. That's Jim Hersey fifth in car number 31. Here comes Pennington once again trying to use that outside lane to his advantage. Caution on the Speedway this time. Mike Brown, I believe, has broken out. So we do allow these gentlemen to run, I believe it's 0.15 of a second faster than their qualifying time. And Mike Brown has eclipsed that. He is much faster than his qualifying time. Mike Brown has broken out, so to speak. Obviously did not request the tail, so he has broken out. And will be forced to the tail for the restart. And we got trouble, caution. We got caution out. Jim Hersey pulled to a stop down there in turn number 1. We'd already given the white flag, and Hersey pulled to a stop in turn 1. Technical difficulty. I got Rob Martin. He said, I'm not going to sit here. I want to race. So he heads back out on the Speedway, Rob Martin. And meantime, we got the white flag the last time. We're ready to go racing. 4 laps are down. 4 remain. The rookie, Chad Pennington, shows the way. He's got about a 5, make that 3 or 4 car length advantage over Tom Colley. But here comes your point leader, John Strobel. Struggling here tonight, trying to find a way around Tom Colley. The white flag the next time by. Start finish. 1 lap remains. Turns 3 and 4. Your winner given to Chad Pennington. Second was Tom Colley. Third, John Strobel. Fourth was Jamie Hunt in car number 4. And fifth, Rob Martin. Nations Rent, the sponsor. He's a brand new rookie driver, only his 3rd week of competition. Formerly a quarter midget driver, and they ran in the dwarf cars. Chad Pennington from Grove City, Ohio. Sportsman heat race on the Speedway. They're going to stack up like this. Bob Rubal in car number 5, and alongside the Mopar, Jerry Buck. The second row, Mark Jordan in 61 and 22. That's Donald Carson, DP3. Sam Spadero is next in car 51. And out of Galena, Ohio, car 10, Raleigh Hyder Jr. And out back in 26, apparently requesting the tail, that's Scott Stevens. 8 laps. in that preferred higher line. That's Mark Jordan, third. Fourth is Donald Parsons. That'll be halfway counter, folks. 4 laps down, 4 remain. Now Buck giving him about 4 car lengths over Grubauer. Jordan pressuring Bob Grubauer for his second spot. Remain. White flag for Jerry Buck this time. The battle's in for second spot. Mark Jordan trying to make a move on Bob Grubauer. Your leader and winner, however, Jerry Buck. Grubauer holds off Mark Jordan for second spot. Jordan gets third. Fourth to Donald Parsons. And fifth, Sam Spadera. So Jerry Buck with his second heat race victory of 1998. Up tonight's late model trophy dash on the pole in car number 18 with a time of 13.743. It's Tommy Simpson, Safe Auto Camaro, alongside in car 35. 13.675 is qualifying time. Buddy Schrock inside of row 2. 13.644 the mark for Mike Stacy, and on the tail with a qualifying time 13.561 Robbie Pyle. 4 laps. Yellow is out. Caution on the Speedway. Tommy Simpson again, the front end on that car washed up, coming off 4. But we are going to let it roll and try to get the racing program completed tonight. Now Mike Stacy looks to the inside of Tommy Simpson down the front stretch. Stacy cannot do anything with your leader. Schrock runs third. They'll get the halfway signal this time. Mike Stacy drops in 2 tires down into the dirt through turn 4. Loses ground on Tommy Simpson. Stacy back up the challenge. Simpson in 18 with his first Trophy Dash victory of 1998. Tommy Simpson. Mike Stacy brings her home second. Third goes to Buddy Schrock, and fourth, Robbie Pyle. So again, Tommy Simpson, his first Trophy Dash victory of the 1998 racing season. The second row in car 81, Don Quetnoff, and beside him car number 9, Danny Eves. Sean Gray starts inside of row 3 in car 91, and then comes 94 Robbie Dean, and out back in car 71 The driver is Gary St. Amant. St. Amant in 71. Top 6, ready to rock and roll. St. Amant way out back. Jerry Mitchell gets the jump on the field. He leads down the backstretch. Dean Fusco trying to fend off Danny Eves and the rest of the competitors. Robbie Dean right behind Eves. Now he'll slip underneath Danny Eves. Don Wetnall runs third. Mitchell showing the way in car number 6. Mitchell with 3 heat victories so far in 1998. Wetnall trying to find a way around Dean Fusco. Robbie Dean runs fourth. And we got trouble. Whoa, Danny Eves with a spin in turn number 2. Caution on the Speedway. If you're, okay, we're ready. We're 1 lap from the green, halfway through this 10-lap heat race. And Mitchell, your leader, Fusco second, Wetnall third. Fourth is Robbie Dean, currently fifth, Sean Gray. Robbie Dean testing out that outside lane on Don Wetnall. Mitchell now about 5 car lengths over Fusco. They'll have 2 laps remaining this time. White flag from starter Jim Paul. 1/3 of a mile to go. Down the backstretch. The battle is for second. Your winner is fourth. Heat race victory this season, Jerry Mitchell. Dean Fusco finishes second. Third to Don Wetnall. Fourth, Robbie Dean. Fifth, that's Sean Gray. Then comes Danny Eves and Gary St. Amant. Jerry Mitchell's car sponsored by W&F Racing Engines. Friend of the Speedway and good friend of the Knuckles family. Passed away last Saturday night. Actually early last Sunday morning. Todd Seeley, a stuntman extraordinaire. You've seen him here in action about 4 different times. Todd Seeley succumbed to injuries sustained at Lancaster, Pennsylvania Speedway last Saturday night and passed away 1 week ago. So the Todd Seeley, what a guy, incredible stuntman and nice guy, good friend of myself and the rest of the Knuckles family and all the race fans here in Central Ohio. And so say a prayer if you get an opportunity for Todd's wife, Chuck. Talked to Chuck just the other day, and she is devastated, obviously, as are all the friends of Todd Seeley. A great, great stuntman and a great human being. He will be missed. Todd Seeley, dead at 35. Bill Cantley. 61 is Mike Ward, and 97, Mike Holland. Then apparently we got some guys that want to start out back. Car 0, Donnie Zero Hill, 86, Skip Thornton, and 92, Donnie Renner. Starter anyway, 10 laps to go. And Bill Cantley screens into the lead. Cantley in 76 leads Larry Harris. Mike Ward is third in car number 61. Mike Holland and the Zero Hill go at it back there. Bill Cantley showing the way. Now Mike Ward challenging Larry Harris for second spot. We're halfway through this one. Mike Holland now is closed on Mike Ward. Third place up for grabs. The battles for fourth spot with Zero Hill moving past Mike Holland. The white flag this time as Larry Harris closes once again on Bill Cantley. Half a lap now to go. And the winner, Bill Cantley. The car owned by Ray Muncy, the winner, the driver and winner rather, Bill Cantley in car number 76. Model last chance race. Dick Dunleavy Jr. in car number 3. 58 is Ken White. 77 Vic Panarelli. Number 8 is Ewing, Billy Ewing, and on the tail Ed Schlereth. 8 laps to determine the final 4 starters in tonight's late model feature event. Dick Dunleavy Jr. jumps out front. Ken White runs second. Vic Panarelli looking to the inside of Kenny White. Once again, the top 4 finishers transfer into the feature event. Billy Ewing in car number 8. He runs fourth. At this point, your final transfer car. Dick Dunleavy Jr. running away with this one. The battle is for second position. Halfway. This time for Dick Dunleavy Jr. Top 4 move into the feature. And your winner from New Carlisle, Ohio, Dick Dunleavy Jr. Ken White is second. Vic Canarelli third. Billy Ewing runs fourth. And fifth, Ed Schilleret. So those are your top 4 transfer cars for tonight's late model feature. There's your winner, Dick Dunleavy Jr. The top 6 finishers transfer into the feature. And here's your lineup. Bobby Sage in 94, Rob Webb in 24. Then we got Buck Sloan in 25, 12, Jack Young. Terry Schurz in 31, Doug Cronenberg in 47, Pete Alexander in car 5, 15, Richard Wood, 3, John Hackett, and 61, Chuck Binney. 10 cars, 10 laps, top 6 will make up the final transfer cars in tonight's Legends car feature. Now they're picking up the pace. Remember, Bobby Sage had trouble in that heat race. He was challenging for the lead and made contact, bent the front tie rod on that car. They got her back together, and he leads the event. Buck Sloan is second. Their leader is Bobby Sage. Buck Sloan, second. Third in car 24 is Rob Webb. It's still Sage, your leader. Second, Buck Sloan. Third in car 24, that's Rob Webb, I believe. Fourth in car number 12, Jack Young. laps remain. I've recapped your top four. Fifth place in car 15 is Richard Wood. The final transfer spot up to sixth spot, Pete Alexander. Alexander at this point in car 5 would be your final transfer car. We're going to get the white flag this time. Bobby Sage in car 94. Showing the way. There's that battle for sixth position. Pete Alexander in 5 and 47 is Bronneberg. Sage into lap traffic. Here winner Bobby Sage. Second to Buck Sloan. Third Rob Webb. Fourth Jack Young. Fifth is Dave Dysart. No, I'm sorry. Fifth is Richard Wood. And sixth spot, Pete Alexander. Those are your 6 transfer cars into the Legends car feature. Your winner, Bobby Sage in car number 94. Here's your lineup for tonight's Street Stock Trophy Dash. We're going to check out Scott Hoffman in 71 alongside 77. That's Don Townsend Jr. Row number 2, Carl Katz in 46. And on the tail, quick time this evening is, I think, 4th fast qualifying effort of 1998, Scott Barney. They're racing off turn 4. The Street Stock Trophy Dash is underway. Townsend leads down the back straightaway. Scott Barney now trying to clear Scott Hoffman. The battle is for the runner-up spot off of turn number 4. Hoffman with the advantage over Barney. Now Carl Katz, the man, breathing down Barney's tailpipe. 1 lap to go. And his second Trophy Dash win this season, Don Townsend Jr. Scott Hoffman second. Carl Katz and Scott Barney round out your field for tonight's Street Stock Trophy Dash. Air winner Don Townsend Jr. The car sponsored by Dan Burns and Jack Maxton Chevrolet, Buckeye Muffler, P&B Auto Parts, and All City Auto Wrecking, one of the sponsors here tonight. Again, we want to thank all the proud sponsors here tonight at Columbus Motor Speedway. We're talking about All City Auto Wrecking, Engine Rebuilder Supply, Schaff Door Company, and of course our promotional partner here for tonight's racing action, the Fitz. Starts hoist in this one. Second is Mike Litchfield. They make up the first row. Jeremy Dennis and Heavy Hill make up row number 2. Then we find Kevin Lococo, Jerry Williams Jr., John Morgan, and on the tail, car number 12, George Lindsay. The distance, 8 racing laps. And Skeens is picking up the pace. Chris Skeens showing away through turns 1 and 2. Skeens winless here at Columbus Motor Speedway, looking for his first victory of any sort. That's Jeremy Dennis running second. Third is Heavy Hill. Side-by-side duel for spot between Lococo and Litchfield. Mark them down, folks, if you're keeping score at home. 2 laps complete. And Heavy Hill slips inside of Jeremy Dennis. They'll battle for the second spot through turns 3 and 4. Now Heavy Hill going to try to do-in Chris Skeens. He'll look high and low. Kevin Lococo up from deep in the field. He runs third. Skeens had 1 heat race victory last season, so I stand corrected. He does have a heat race victory here at the Speedway 1 year ago. Now he's got some breathing room, about 2 car lengths over the flying fat man Heavy Hill. 1 lap remains. Jeremy Dennis getting the second win. He's trying to catch back up on that outside. Here comes Heavy, outside of Chris Skeens. This should be a battle. Your winner's gonna be close. Chris Skeens, second to Heavy Hill. Third to Kevin Lococo. Jeremy Dennis. Fourth and fifth is George Lindsay. We got Chris Meyer. He'll start first in car 61. Then Danny Brown substituting in car 93. Danny Brown in 93. 66, Paul Baker Jr. 6 is Bill Hundley. We've got 3 6s in the second row. That's a demonic row. 66 and 6. Bo Davis in 18. Then we got Rusty Mortimer, Gary Lamer, and out back we're looking at Bubba Parsons. 8 racing laps. Skeens a little sideways, comes out of it okay. Paul Baker Jr. challenging the 93 car. For second. Little butt control going on up front there. And smoke, heavy smoke. The reason for the black flag to Chris Meyer. Chris Meyer, I called him Skeens earlier, that's Chris Meyer in 61, out off on the backstretch. Now Danny Brown holds the top spot, and we got Huntley doing donuts in turn 2. Hunley, red flag is out. We're ready to get back underway. 4 laps are down, 4 remain. Danny Brown, your leader. Paul Baker Jr. all over your leader, Danny Brown. Rusty Mortimer runs third. Challenging for that spot is Bubba Parsons. And we got old Bubba doing donuts in turn 2 now. Danny Brown, second to Paul Baker Jr., third Rusty Mortimer, fourth is Gary Lamer, and coming around in fifth spot, that's Bubba Parsons. The final event before a brief intermission will be the Street Stock Last Chance Race. All right, here we go with tonight's Last Chance Race for the Street Stocks. 10 laps for transfer. Matheson in 72, 85 Robert Jewell, 14 Rick Curtin, Bobby Porter in 55, Dale Butts in 44, 10 is Russ Harper, 98 Dean Stuckey, 19 J.R. Friend, 27 is Dave Dysinger, and 08, Gary Van Scoy. And we got bumper tag in turn 4, hello. Contact. All the cars trying to get rolling. We got them all moving. And red flag is out, red flag. Okay, reline them up. Matheson in car number 72. 14, Rick Curtin, Dale Butts in 44-10. Russ Harper, 98, Dean Stuckey, J.R. Friend in 19. Walter Kimball in 15. And in 08, that's Gary Van Scoy. Again, we're looking for the top 4 finishers to move into the feature event. Eddie Matheson, the man on the move, in car 72, Rick Curtin. And he goes side by side. Dale Butts runs third. Your last transfer car at this point is Dean Stuckey, the world's oldest man. It's still Eddie Matheson showing the way in car 7-2. The Cincinnati, Ohio driver Rick Curtin runs second. Dale Butts currently ranked third. And fourth at this juncture, Dean Stuckey. Now Stuckey a little sideways in turn 4. Harper closes on 98. That should be a good battle for the last transfer spot. They'll be halfway home this time, past the start-finish line. Up here comes Russell once again to the inside of Dean Stuckey. The battle for that fourth and final transfer spot rages down through turns 1 and 2. Stuckey does pretty well through turns 1 and 2. We'll see if he does better in 3 and 4 this time. Meantime, a great battle up front. Kurt gets Matheson a little sideways off of turn 2. Lets him recover, and everybody keeps her headed in the north-south direction. Two laps to go. Now Dean Stuckey draws away about a half a straightaway over 5th place, Russ Harper. Still Dale Butts 3rd, Rick Curtin 2nd. Oh, Eddie Matheson sideways in turn 4 now. This should be a great battle. 1 lap to go. Rick Curtin takes over. And your winner, Rick Curtin. Eddie Matheson is 2nd. 3rd goes to Dale Butts. 4th, Dean Stuckey. 5th, just missing the transfer, is Russ Harper. There will be a brief intermission, ladies and gentlemen. We got to sweep off the track and try to get all the debris cleared off. Here is your lineup for the Legends Car feature event. 25 laps around the 3rd mile paved oval. And they'll line up a little bit like this. Starting first in car number 52 out of Russell's Point, Ohio, Mike Sloan. Coshocton, Ohio driver Tim Allensworth starts outside of row number 1, Allensworth in 77. Then in 68 from Dashport, Ohio, Greg Boyd. Outside of him in car number 10 from Galena, Ohio, Dominic Bando. Brian Sloan is next in car 27. He hails from the Lima, Ohio area. And outside in 14, Dave Dysert from Cranville. Roland Johnson out of Canal, Winchester is next in car 48. Then comes 73, Mike Denny from Columbus, Ohio. Up next is Bill Southworth in 16, also from Central Ohio. He is from Columbus. Then we've got Monty Hampshire in car 63, hailing from Winchester, Indiana. Up next in car number 00 from Columbus, that's Don Black. And Terry Childers in 17, hailing from Middletown, Ohio. Rounding out the field, we got Mike Ladman in 88, 17, Mike Sharp, Spencer Fullerton in 18, and 19 is Scott Black in 19. Actually, technically, that's Blacker. And Ryan Chrysler in 92, and 23, Tom Hall. Bobby Sage in car number 94 starts inside of row 10. Outside, that's Buck Sloan in 25. Rob Webb is next. He starts 21st, followed by Jack Young in car number 12. Richard Wood in 15, and Pete Alexander rounds out your field in car number 5.
And the shot that most of us never ever get to see, what it's like to pull on the track here at Columbus Motor Speedway out of the pits and onto the track to start racing. This courtesy of the TBS Motorsports in-car camera and Don Black and the 00 Legends car as they come out on the track. We're going to have some fine shots tonight from Don Black and the in-car camera, so stay tuned to this Legends car feature. It's going to get real interesting here real quick as Don Black pulls out on the track, comes down the back straightaway. And in just a moment, we should be getting a green flag. Now back up to my buddy Jeff Knuckles up in the tower. Take it away, Jeff.
10:52, a slow pace. Very slow pace. Outside in 77, Tim Allenworth. Car number 5, Pete Alexander with trouble, and we got trouble on the front stretch.
Well, Nate Pennington here again, over here in Video Central Tower. And we're going to see a couple instant replays on this, actually 3. Don Black getting caught up in this, so one thing comes out of that. We got a nice in-car camera shot. So stay tuned. First from the front stretch camera. And you see they had a real slow start. The 77 of Allensworth spins, and the cars behind nowhere to go. Even with these small cars, this track closes up pretty quick, and a whole bunch of guys with nowhere to go. And now for my partner Bill Yo over in turn 2. This will be across the track from him, as they were in turns 3 and 4. They've already been shown the white flag on this instant replay, and they're coming down the back straightaway. And as you can see, it was an extremely slow pace. Supposed to pick up the throttle in turn 3. They did then. And Allensworth might have gotten a little help from Greg Boyd. We see it from the Bill Yo shot. And a whole bunch of cars spin. This time from the TBS Motorsports in-car camera. I'm just going to shut up and let you watch this. This one hurts.
25 laps. Mike Sloan, the leader. Now Roland Johnson in car 48. We got Tim Allensworth doing a donut down there in the third, fourth turn. And they're still racing. Your leader is Sloan. Second is Roland Johnson. Third, Bill Southworth. And we got Mike Denny in car 73. Caution on the Speedway. Third and 16, Bill Southworth. Fourth, Buck Sloan in 27. I'm sorry, Brian Sloan in 27. And currently fifth in car 14, that is Dave Dicer. That's your top five. Feel quite depleted after those first two wild laps. Roland Johnson started seventh. Didn't take him long to take over. Car 48, Johnson, your leader. All you folks down here in turn 4 thought you came to an asphalt race tonight. It's still Roland Johnson showing the way. He's from Canal, Winchester, Ohio. Mike Sloan from Russell's Point runs second. Third, it's Bill Southworth from Columbus. Brian Sloan in 27 runs fourth. Up from 19th starting spot to run 5th is Bobby Sage. Bobby Sage to the outside of Brian Sloan. For a spot up for grabs right there in front of you. Out on the backstretch, I believe that's Jack Young into the infield. Roland Johnson way out front in car 48. Johnson around the lap car. Car number 15, Richard Wood, the lap car. Still in second spot is Mike Sloan. Bill Southworth in car 16 runs third, but Bobby Sage is closing on him in car 94. We're halfway through this one. Sage continues to close on Southworth down the front stretch. The battle for third about to heat up. Some great racing going on back there in the pack. Car 14 trying to hold off a bevy of contenders. Buck Sloan, one of them. 14, of course, is Dave Dicer. There's a battle for third through turns 3 and 4. Here's that tight battle back in the pack, about 7th through 12th spot. Here's your third place battle. Bobby Sage moves around, or does he? Sage on the outside of Bill Southworth down the backstretch. And we got Mike Denny into the front stretch wall. Caution on the Speedway. Six laps remain. Quite a bit of karting in this race. Hopefully we'll run the rest of the event without too many problems. And we're back racing. Bobby Sage putting the pressure on Mike Sloan. Still Roland Johnson showing the way in car 48. Dropped the left side tires off the track down there in turns 1 and 2. Lost a bunch of ground. And look at Mike Sloan. He's putting the pressure on Roland Johnson. Making a race of this. Look at Mike Sloan to the inside of Roland Johnson. The battle for the lead. Johnson slips back to second. Roland Johnson now inside of Mike Sloan down the backstretch. White flag this time. Sloan once again to the inside of Roland Johnson. Bobby Sage right there. Oh, close. Mike Sloan trying to hang on. Here comes Johnson. Here comes Bobby Sage. We got a quarter of a lap to go. Your winner, give it to Mike Sloan. Second to Roland Johnson. Third, Bobby Sage. Fourth was car 63, Monty Hampshire, and fifth in 16, Bill Southworth. So his first career feature win, and it comes here tonight at Columbus Motor Speedway. A great race. And we got the folks from All City Auto Wrecking down there to present the trophy. Again, Engine Rebuilder Supply, Shop Door Company, and All City Auto Wrecking, all sponsors. We're headed down to Bob Neubauer with a happy winner. Go ahead, Bob.
Well, Jeff, I'll tell you what, I'm kind of glad we didn't have the mic on maybe, because Mike probably would have broke our PA system. You sound like a happy young guy.
Oh, I am. This is my first feature win. Oh, this is great. This is the Daytona 500 to me, man. This is great.
Hey, Mike, and it had to be great because you didn't do it easily. You had to do it on the last couple of laps.
Oh, it was tough. Roland's a tough driver. I couldn't believe when he slid up, gave me the inside, and then I kind of slid up, messed up. He got back. I can't believe I'm here. This is great.
Well, congratulations. Hopefully you'll be here more. Hop on up there, get a trophy. We got a trophy about as big as a race car from All City. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a very happy young man. His first feature win in his career. How about a big round of applause for Mike Sloan?
For the limited sportsman feature event, it is 30 laps, the distance. Jerry Buck in 01 and 61. Outside of him, the driver is Mark Jordan. Row number 2, Donald Parsons in 22, and 26, Scott Stevens. Sam Spadero in 51, and then comes 10, Raleigh Hyder Jr. 17 is Dave Ritchie Jr., and 21, Donnie Miller. Then we've got, Randy Swart in 08, 25, Jimmy Kidd, number 5, Bob Grubal, and 45, John Strobel. 31 is Jim Hersey. And car number 4 outside of him, the driver is Jamie Hunt. 44 is Chad Pendleton. 20, Mike Brown. 41, Tom Colley. 42, Rob Martin. And 37, Pat Altop. Tight battle for second between Donald Parsons and who else? We have Mark Jordan, and we got caution on the speedway. Mike Brown in car 20. One lap in the record books. 29 remain. Jerry Buck brings him back to green. Parsons takes over in turn 1. A side-by-side battle for the lead. And we got caution on the front stretch. Once again, Pat Altop involved. He was involved over there in turn number 2. And 41, Tom Cawley. And we're back underway. Putting the pressure on Donald Parsons. Mark Jordan trying that outside lane. Randy Sword in 08 goes at it for Dave Ritchie Jr. 6th spot up for grabs. Donnie Miller loses several spots over there in turn 2. Sword still trying to make ground. Scott Stevens right ahead of those two cars. The leader is still Jerry Buck, but Mark Jordan trying to close on that Mopar down the front stretch. This time. Make that 9 laps. 9 laps rather now complete. Jordan looking to the outside of Jerry Buck. Cannot make the pass at this point. Dave Ritchie Jr. now up to 5th position. Once again, 12 laps are down. Dave Ritchie on the outside of San Spadero. Meantime, here comes Donald Parsons to the inside of Mark Jordan. Caution on the Speedway. 14 laps are down. Mark Jordan in that outside lane goes after Donald Parsons. Jordan and Parsons go door to door for the second spot. Contact that last corner between Parsons and Jordan. Jordan with the advantage, he runs second. Mark Jordan spins on his own in turn 2.
And with the at-track instant replay, camera 2, Bill Yo's camera, Mark Jordan comes into the corner and just enough, overcooks it just a little bit. These cars are pretty much on the edge, and he spins in turn 2.
Jimmy Kidd all the way from the tail. He is back up to challenge for 5th. Meantime, here comes Randy Sword to the outside of Donald Parsons. And Randy Sword slows in car 08. Randy Sword pulls to a stop in turn number 1. Nine laps remain. Jerry Buck still the leader. Jimmy Kidd in car 25 on the move. Kidd went back to the tail a little while ago. Now he's going after second place. Donald Parsons. Donnie Miller now to the outside of Bob Gruball for 4th spot. And here comes Kidd to the outside of Buck. Jerry Buck now has picked up the pace a good bit. Sideways off turn 4, here comes Jimmy Kidd. 5 laps to go this next time. A side-by-side battle. Into turn 3. Buck again sideways. 5 to go. And the new leader, Jimmy Kidd. Trying to move into 3rd is Donnie Miller. Now Donnie Miller closing on Jerry Buck. time for Jimmy Kidd. Through turn 3 and 4, here comes Donnie Miller to challenge for second, but your winner, Jimmy Kidd. Jerry Buck comes home second. Third, Donnie Miller. Fourth was Donald Parsons. And fifth, Bob Grubal.
Well, Jimmy, you are definitely getting to make a habit of this towards the end of the season.
To all you Raleigh Hyder fans, that was my fault. I take full responsibility. But I want to thank God for giving me this chance. Thank my union sponsor, Mike Hall. Thank my crowd. Rodney's Auto Sales, Ross Wells Engines. Thank all you fans, the ones that still want to root for me. I've been driving myself the last couple weeks. Thanks, Jerry. That's all.
Hey, go on up there, get a trophy, and points not over yet for the year, are they?
Pretty close.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, he wins another one. How about
Here is the Winston Duke Oil 50th anniversary feature event. The Ches Round Oldsmobile pace car leading the field around. And here's the lineup. Donnie Zero Hill starts first in car number 0. Second in 23, that's Jerry Jones. Tommy Simpson and Buddy Schrock are in the next row. Then we've got car number 7, Mike Stacy, and your fast qualifier, the guy going after, I think it's $12,300, Robbie Pyle, if he can win. The 4th row, car 97, Mike Holland, and 92, Donnie Renner. Then we got Skip Thornton in 86 and 61, Mike Ward. 76 is Bill Canley, 47, Larry Harris. 94, Robbie Dean. Number 71, Gary St. Amant. 91 is Sean Gray. 9, that's Danny Eves. 81, Don Wetnall. 31, Buddy Fountain. Car number 6, Jerry Mitchell at 33, Dean Fusco. Dick Dunleavy is in 3 tonight. Alongside of him, 58. Kenny White, 77, is Vic Tannerelli in car number 8, Billy Ewing. Ches Round Oldsmobile pace car off the track on the backstretch. We're ready to do battle. 50 laps, the Winston Duke Oil 50th anniversary racing series continues. Donnie Zero Hill the leader. Second is Buddy Schrock. Third, Jerry Jones. Donnie Zero Hill out front. Schrock is second. The battle's for third. Tommy Simpson, a strong run in third place. Mike Stacy now fourth. Zero Hill. Started 14th, he's now 10th. Mike Holland up to 7th spot, make that 6th spot. Mike Stacy around Tommy Simpson, as is Robbie Pyle. For the lead. Ewing is out in car number 8. Gary St. Amant up to 7th spot. Mike Stacy closing on your leader. The lap car, Kenny White. Zero Hill to the outside of the lapper. 1 through 3, nose to tail. Halfway. 25 down, 25 to go.
Jeff, don't know what to tell you. All predicated it down there. The 3 car looked like some fluids coming out. That might have been overheating. Jerry Mitchell, the 6 car, definitely that one's done, along with the 77 Vic's cars out. Dean Fusco, that car is definitely out. And we see right now that the 0 and the 35 both back there, and that's what I was kind of waiting around for. I don't know if the 0 car may be just getting off of the 35. The 0 car definitely had some sheet metal damage, so did the 35, but it didn't appear to be anything mechanical on either one of those cars. They've got them separated back there, and I may drift back down and see if we can come up with any more of a report. But The fluids that basically are down there in the track, Jeff, all came from cars overheating and from the crash itself. I didn't see anything. And just as a by note, as you walk out onto that racetrack, that second groove is very sticky, much better than the lower groove. So we may be able to see some passing on the high side the rest of this race. And you can see the zero car coming by. As we said, we saw sheet metal damage. That looks like that may be it for the zero car. Not sure if they're going to be able to continue on, and they're not going to take the trim into the pits. So they're good. They get the 35 car rolling. We'll go check on that. Back up to you, Jeff.
Your leader is Mike Stacy. A slow restart. Now he's beginning to pick up the pace. To the inside of Robbie Pyle, but cannot make the pass. Halfway. The battle for second, very reminiscent of 1 week ago. Only last week it was the battle for the lead. Holland to the outside of Robbie Pyle, second place. Up for grabs, your leader is still Mike Stacy. And caution on the Speedway, Kenny White, car 58. Mike Stacy, Mike Holland, Tommy Simpson, Gary St. Amant, and Jerry Jones, your top five. To the inside of Jerry Jones, and around Jones goes. Seventh in car 94, Robbie Dean. Dean started 13th in the event. 28 laps are down. Looking for a way around Tommy Simpson. Mike Holland now looks the outside of Mike Stacy. Stacy with about a car length over Holland. Trying that outside lane. Inside of Stacy on the backstretch. Moves around Tommy Simpson. St. Amant now runs third. Simpson off pace in car 18. Again, Holland to the outside of Stacy. He'll try to switch back on underneath. 1 lap to go. And your winner, Mike Stacy. Mike Holland is second, third to Gary St. Amant. Fourth went to Donnie Renner. Fifth was Larry Harris. And I believe sixth place was Danny Eves. Trackside with Bob Neubauer. Go ahead, Robert.
Well, a big smile on the face. Been a little while since you've been a victory lane, but that was a good one to get.
Yeah, it was good. We had a great car tonight. I wish we hadn't had the accidents. We could have won it outright, but I'll take it any way I can get it. I tell you, this JBM crew, I owe them a big thanks. They work hard. They do their best to give me the best race car they can every week. The sponsors, Sizzle Marine, Joby's Tree Service, Central
And the sad part is I saw it coming and I didn't even tip you off. And I got it too. Hey, it's still good no matter what.
Yeah, it's a good win. The team needed a boost, and hopefully we'll get a few more before the season's out.
Well, go up and get your trophy. It's a big one. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for a very wet winner, Mike Stacy.
5-lap street stock finale. Chris Skeens in 60 starts first, 95 Mike Litchfield. Second row, we find 94. That's Jeremy Dennis in 70. Don Heavy Hill. Then comes Kevin Lococo in 3:52, Jerry Williams Jr. 07 is John Morgan, 12, George Lindsay. Chris Meyer is in 61 and 93, Danny Brown. Then we got 66, Paul Baker Jr. Car number 6 is Bill Huntley. 18, Bo Davis. 30, Rusty Mortimer. Gary Lamer is next. Donald Parsons. Scott Hoffman. Don Townsend Jr., Carl Katz, Scott Varney. Russ Harper, Dale Butts, and Dean Stuckey. Also Jerry Matheson. 25 laps. Scott Hoffman doing a little agricultural racing through turns 1 and 2. Doing the dirt down there. Chris Skeens is still your leader. And they're racing through the dust in 1 and 2. Dale Butts, he's doing donuts in turn 1. We've got them all over the place. Mike Litchfield now moves out front. Jeremy Dennis muscles his way through inside of Chris Skeens. Your leader is Litchfield. Here comes Jerry Williams Jr. And we got John Morgan down there. And we got trouble with Carl Katz, Dean Stuckey. Katz trying to get that car rolling. Red flag. All right, 4 laps are down. George Lindsay around the outside of Jeremy Dennis. Mike Litchfield still the leader. And George Lindsay, your new leader. Litchfield runs second. Third is Jeremy Dennis. Heavy Hill is fourth. Jeremy Dennis giving Litchfield a little bit of help through turns 3 and 4. And we got trouble in turn 4. Red flag. George Lindsay, your leader. The battles for second now. Jeremy Dennis. Just wanted to see if you were paying attention out there. Jeremy Dennis runs second in 94. Mike Litchfield spins in turn 2. Out front. 10 laps to go this time. Tight one for the third position between Kevin Lococo and Paul Baker Jr. Jeremy Dennis trying to close in on your leader. 3 laps remain this time. Here comes Paul Baker Jr. on the roll. Baker to the outside of Jeremy Dennis. White flag 1 remains. The winner, car number 12, George Lindsay. Second to Jeremy Dennis. Third was Paul Baker Jr. Fourth, car number 3, Kevin Lococo. And finishing 5th in 07, John Morgan. up, folks, a full evening of racing excitement. There he is, your winner, George Lindsay. We're going to try to check in with Bob Neubauer one more time.
George, it's your first win.
I tell you, I didn't think I was going to make it this year. We had bad luck. Broke 3 motors beginning of the year. We just had to hang in there. It was a tough one.
But now you got to go fix the roof of your car.
It's worth it, though.
Hey, listen, congratulations.
I'd like to say thanks to my sponsors, Mike Howell, T&M Racing, Strobel Incorporated, Jerry's Engine Shop, Quality Care Auto Repair, N&W Garage, Denny Dean. Without them, this car right here won't be in victory lane tonight.
Hey, the first one's always the big one. Once again, how about a round of applause? There's your winner.